Hello coin collectors and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have a collection of coins from the United Kingdom, and it's the 1962 collection of coins that we're looking at right here. And we can look around the circle and we see we have a halfpenny, 1 shilling, 6 pence, 3 pence, 1 shilling, 2 shillings, and a penny. So let's just start with the smallest of them, and that is the 1962 halfpenny coin. And this is a beautiful coin. We look at the back of it and we see that it has Sir Francis Drake's three-masted golden hind on the back with the flags flying. It says half, H-A-L-F, penny, and then down here it says 1962. And if we look at it closely, right over here, we see some letters. And let's magnify those so you can see them a little bit better. And of course, that is the initials of Thomas Humphrey Paget, who did the engraving of the back. And so on some of these coins from 1962, we'll see that we do have some initials for the engravers and some we don't. And of course, there's HP for Humphrey Paget. We see that it has a kind of geared outer rim. This, of course, is a brass coin. If we tip it up, we see it has a smooth edge. And if we flip it onto the front, of course, we see it, like all the other 1962 coins, has a Mary Gillick design. And let's get this light better. Let's see if we can get that better. Now, these coins, they're brass coins and they wear, and you can see how, in this case, it wore right down, and it's a little bit black there. These coins are brass, so they're brass all the way through, but sometimes you wear like the outer coating off a little bit, but it's still brass all the way through. We see this says Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia, Regina, FD, or by the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith. And on the front, we notice that we have a beaded front. And I just want to bring that up. A beaded front and a geared reverse. That's the halfpenny. What's next? Well, double the halfpenny. And of course, double the halfpenny means 240 of these to a pound. And this is Britannia. It says 1 behind her, penny in front of her. She's holding a trident. She has the helmet. There is a lighthouse behind her and a 1962 here. Now, some of you have seen the other Britannia videos that we've made where she has a lion in front of her on some coins or a ship on some of the 1 pennies. But this particular one, just the lighthouse behind, holding the shield. You can see her feet in sandals, and this is a beaded reverse on this one, and a beaded front on this one. And of course, it's the Mary Gillick portrait again. The young queen, the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, wearing the kind of the garland here with the ribbons in her hair. Next, after the 1 penny coin, we have 3 times that. And there it is right there, the 3 pence coin. And the 3 pence coin, as you can see, is a different shape, and it looks quite different from the brass material because it's a nickel brass. This one says 3 to the left, pence to the right, 1962 down here. And we see the crown over the portcullis. The portcullis is that iron spiked gate that they would raise and lower on a castle. This is also the symbol of the House of Parliament, the crown portcullis. Now, if we magnify this way, way, way up, we see a W and a G here. W, G for William Maving Gardner, who was the engraver of the back of these coins. And you can tell that this isn't a round coin, it's a dodecagonal coin. And if we go to the front, of course, there she is again. See how they have this kind of lip here coming in? So it's almost an inset. And if we look on the back, we have that same inset. It says Elizabeth II, of course, Dea Gratia, Regina, FD, and again, the Mary Gillick first portrait. Next, we have double the 3 pence, and that is the 6 pence. And this is our smallest coin from 1962, a little bit smaller than a U.S. dime. And we are just having some light problems today. There we go. Um, there we go. How about right like that? No, let's turn this one off and see if we can get it from this side. Or maybe turn this one off and get it from this side. There we go. All right, so this is, of course, sixpence, and sixpence coin is worth 1/40th of the old British pound. When we look at the sixpence coin, it says fid def, it says sixpence, SIX. We have the geared outer rim, and then we see some more initials here, and these are ones that we haven't seen yet. And that is an EF here for Edgar Fuller, and a CT here for Cecil Thomas. So they did this coin and some other ones coming up. And let's see what's on this coin, because this is a theme that kind of follows through. We have the English or the Tudor Rose, we have the Welsh Leek, and we have the Scottish Thistle and the Irish Shamrock, all within this coin. Of course, we go to the front of the obverse, and there's Queen Elizabeth II and the Mary Gillick engraving. So that's our sixpence. Next up, we have the 1 shilling coin. Now this coin here, you noticed when we went over the coins at the beginning, there were actually two of them. There were two 1 shilling coins, and that's because there are two backs to the 1 shilling coin from 1962. There is the English reverse or English shield reverse and the Scottish shield reverse. This coin here, the 1962 English shield reverse, has 3 lions kind of lying down or supine. It says fid def at the top, 19 on this side, 62 on this side. And then here's a W, and here's a G. And this is, again, William Maving Gardner, who was the same person who did the WG on the 3 pence. So he did some of these, and then Cecil Thomas and Edgar Fuller did some of the other ones. Now, this other one is the Scottish. So we see the Scottish line is standing. We see here, same W, same G, 1 shilling, 19 separated by the 62. And on the front of both, of course, is the Mary Gillick portrait. And this is a beaded front, geared back. Now, they made a big difference in amounts on these. The English shield reverse in 1962, they made 36, almost 37 million. And the Scottish shield reverse in 1962, they made about 19 million. So the Scottish shield reverse is worth more now, even though it was worth the same at the time, simply because they made about half as many of them. Next up, we have the 2 shilling coin. And there it is right there, 2 shillings. And of course, now that we see this, we've seen the Tudor Rose, we see the Scottish Thistle, we see the Welsh Leek, and we see the Irish Shamrock. We know that this is going to be a 2 initial coin. And let's see if we can find those initials on here. And there they are right there, Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, the EFCT. Now, of course, remember they came to us on one of our other coins that we just looked at, and of course that was this one. So we see how the themes from the 6 pence coin are the same themes that are on the 2 shillings coin. Now 2 shillings in the old British pound were worth 1/10 of a pound, or essentially, if it's the United States, it would be a dime to the dollar. In this case, it was 1/10 of a pound, or 10 new pence, which started in 1969, I believe. And so this coin stayed in circulation for quite a while afterwards. Many of these coins stopped in 1970. And the reason they stopped in 1970 or 1971 was that they changed to the new pence and changed to decimalization of the pound. However, the 1 shilling and 2 shillings coins, you're allowed to use them until 1993 on the 2 shillings and 1990 on the 1 shillings, even though they didn't make any after 1970. Now, one of the things that we didn't show in this one is the half crown. And this is a huge coin. Let's see, just in terms of, that's how big it is compared to the penny. And this is how big it is compared to the 2 shillings. So we didn't show the half crown coin because I don't have one, because they are eminently collectible in 1962, because they made a number of different varieties on the back. I think at least 4 varieties with different beads on the rim. So you see how this is a beaded rim in the front. We flip it over and we see, there's the half crown, just the big old thing. E on this side, R on this side, Elizabeth Regina, the crowned shield with the lions lying down for England, the lion standing up for Scotland, the lions lying down for England, and the harp for Ireland. No symbol of Wales on this shield. Only the symbol of Wales comes on the other coins. It says half crown, but you see this is 1967. We don't have the 62 because of the varieties, and it's very collectible. It's actually worth more than this semi-proof coin that we have from 1967. So, but they did have a half crown, we just don't have it. So half crown, 2 shillings. Oof, look at that big 1 penny. Half penny. 1 shilling with the Scottish. 1 shilling with the English. 3 pence with the crown portcullis, and 6 pence for the smallest coin from that year. And that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Thanks for coming and joining us, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.